Yee! Write it down! Write it down! Check, check, dinosaur? Cool, cool. Been a little bit since I streamed. Oh no, did it lag already? Oh, it looks like we're already having lagging issues. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, for those that can see, which apparently social media can, so TikTok and Instagram, hello, hello, I'm live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyGordonCosplay. I normally recommend go over to YouTube because that's where I'm streaming and that's where I read chat. It seems like it's being a little laggy, so I'll give it a few minutes and see if it will fix. If it doesn't, then I'll just continue here. Yeah. But for those that are on YouTube, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but thank you for stopping by. Hi Caspian, hi Adam, and I will write down, Adam, thank you for being a legendary member here on YouTube for 22 months. I appreciate your support. Much love. And I'll write it down. Remember. Got it. Is it? I had no issues like 2 seconds ago. So why is it having issues now? Decline. It's like it's not, I just wanted to have a nice short little streamy stream, not to have problems today. If it fixes it or not. Because it looks like it's a YouTube issue then. Works perfect right now. Hey! Hey, I think we're fixed. Okay. Sorry about that. KK. Yeah. But yeah, just doing updates today, putting together a lot of patterns. I am doing, finishing up some tutorials. I have one more heliotroll tutorial left that's going on YouTube. It's almost done, so it'll probably go up tonight. For members, all my tutorials go on YouTube 3 months early for my members here on YouTube, and then they are free after that for anybody to watch. So if you want, you can support the channel and support more cosplay tutorials and become a member and see the tutorials early, or wait and like the video later, and it's totally fine. Yeah. I also have 2 more Lilith tutorials, one for the wings, and that one's not really gonna be a tutorial. It's gonna be, this is how I made it, and this is how you should make it. So yeah, that's kind of how that tutorial is, and then I have one for the tail. So, but all of the patterns for Lilith and all of the 3D CAD files are now on my website. So if you want to make your own, it is there. I also went away last week to Connecticut and did some filming with my airbrush sponsor of Createx Colors and did 3 tutorials. One of them has already been up and it's on Createx's YouTube channel, so you can find it there. That one basically was how I did all the fabric manipulation and weathering for my Lilith costume. I also have 2 more. One is gonna be how I did the rust patina on all of the bottom of the wings and then the horns and stuff for costumes. And then the last one will be how to do a blue patina. So yeah, all of them are technically for my Lilith costume. Just little tips and tricks that you may find helpful for your own. So check those out. They'll be coming out in the next few weeks. So yeah, and then let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just start cutting things because that's what I'm gonna be doing. So change it to that one. Oh, it looks like it didn't update this. It's super dark. Oh, that is the cat cam. I'm just like, why did I spend so much time making all of this perfect and looking great before the stream started just for it to break and basically do it again? A little annoying, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's try one more. Good enough. Okay, cool, cool. But yeah. Do Createx, because it's technically a paint for that, so yeah. But this one, so I'm starting a new cosplay. I did announce I wanted to make Seth from Trinity Blood, but I decided after finishing Lilith, I kind of want to do a few small cosplays before I go into another really large build, because that one, I am doing the Thor art book version. And that's gonna be a really heavy build, lots of sewing. I've actually done almost all the patterns for it already. I've been doing it over the last few months, and there's a really long train for that one. Really, really long. But yeah, so I wanted to wait a little bit. So instead, we're gonna be doing 2 smaller builds in the meantime. We're actually, the first costume I'm gonna be making is, I'm gonna pronounce the thing wrong. I actually wrote it down on this. It's Freren from the new anime. I actually really like it. I'm not fully done with it yet, so no spoilers, please. But yeah, I'm excited to do a little cute anime girl with a staff again. I kind of envision it being a similar build process as my Megumin costume from Konosuba. And then after that is, I'm also gonna butcher this name. Y'all have been dying for me to make it, is it Naraka or Nars? So, I know Honeyfro will connect me. You know everything, and welcome on. But the NAA are the Studio Ghibli one. Y'all know I'm so bad with names. And eventually I will learn how to pronounce all of them, but not today. So yeah. But those are the first 2 short little builds. They should each be like a week to a week and a half long for making them, unless something else comes up. And then I have, let's see. I am remaking my Nilo horns from Genshin Impact. I actually did a post about it today that you can check out on all my social medias. Basically, when I went to a convention with it, I never have my costumes break when I travel. I have hard suitcases, they're always packed, extra secure. This flight was terrible. and it broke the crown. It shattered it into like a few different pieces. None of them were where the joints were. It was just like they completely shattered, which was bizarre. And I had a few other things break. Like a lot of my makeup containers broke just because I guess they put really, really heavy stuff on my suitcase and it was the bottom one. And I even knew when I got it out of like the little carousel rack thingy that it was gonna have issues with how it was really wonky. So yeah, I'm remaking that right now in the process of printing all the parts. And because I'm remaking it, I didn't originally plan on doing a tutorial for it, but we're gonna do a tutorial now, so you'll have one of those coming. But yeah, that's a side project, and eventually when it's finished, I'll do an actual photo shoot for Milo, as well as, oh, I need one more cut on that one, as well as a transformation video. There's a few costumes I haven't done that for yet, that I've made recently, so I need to do that. Yeah. I know, airplanes suck. But yeah, it's the first time I've had something break for like traveling since, I want to say 2018. Normally, like I know how to pack things, and it just, this airline, the airplane, they were just like, nope. Or maybe they like tossed it across or it fell off the airplane or something. I have no idea. So yeah. What is this? Oh, this is the bottom part of this, so I need to do this part. But yeah, that. I do have 2 convention updates as well. So the first one, I'm not a guest at, but I am going to be there with my sponsor. Again, it's Cretex Colors, the airbrush paint company. They brought me last year, and then I had my own booth, but I was with them. Nausicaa. Is that how you say it? I knew you'd come to my rescue anymore. You're like my go-to for any of that, like whatever I'm thinking anime-wise, you know it. I love it. Hi Wizard, welcome on as well. So yeah. But for Monsterpalooza, so that's gonna be in California, I don't remember the date. But instead, I want to try doing something a little bit different. So typically when I go to conventions, most conventions I'm a guest at, I have my own booth, and they're mostly like conventions for cosplay and for anime and gaming and stuff. And Monsterpalooza is a completely different type of convention. It's really awesome. It's like a special effects, monster makeup, like, convention, and it's more about, it's not necessarily like a guest kind of thing. Like, they do have guests, they have super horror movie actors and actresses and some special effects makeup artists. Venial was there from Face Off last year. It was really cool. But it's more of showing off your work, and I was inspired by seeing so many makeup artists actually doing live painting there. And they did a full day of live body painting on prosthetics, on just like whatever. And I really want to do that. So I'm not going to be in cosplay for this one. I am going to bring costumes for display. I'm going to bring props for display. I'm going to have like my whole normal setup kind of thing. But I'm going to be doing live painting. And if you've seen in my stories, I'm going to be doing a really large sword from Soul Calibur. It's Nightmare's sword. Is it Soul Edge, I think is what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. I actually don't play Soul Calibur. But I've got so many requests, and a lot of my friends do, and they've been dying for me to do this. So, what better, like, it's a monster show, so what better prop to bring and paint in person but a large monster sword? And so I'm going to do a live painting of it for the weekend, and I've already done the pattern. We'll probably assemble it today. It's fucking huge. My gosh. I did technically size it for my spouse, because he's obsessed with the game, and potentially I may make like a full-on costume. No promises, but maybe. So yeah, but it's still, I think it's like 7 feet, and I shrunk it down too, just because it's really large. And I do, I'm gonna have to ship it there too, so that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so the plan is to make it beforehand and do a live full painting of the sword there. I don't know if I'll record the painting and do a tutorial on it or not, but I'm really excited just because I envision how, looks like this little line is kind of crooked, but I envision how this is gonna be with painting it. I want to make it bloody. I want it to look realistic and not cartoony. I want it to be kind of like my my San cosplay from Princess Mononoke, how I kind of did like the blood effect and things like that. So that's my vision. I'm really excited about it because I also like making costumes more than I like being in them personally. I'm a maker, so it's kind of nice to have that support and not just people like my costumes and me in it and they don't care about the process. And this convention's all about like the process and doing that. So I'm really excited, but it's gonna be a huge setup and we're gonna have to like make a stand for it. And I'm envisioning myself, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna sit in a chair and paint it. And I'm like, no, I'm like 5'2" and this is 7 feet tall. I'm gonna have to bring a stool to paint this. So yeah, there's a whole lot of prep work that's gonna go into this, but I'm really excited. It's gonna be the first kind of thing of this for me, and I hope for other conventions I can do this. It is a little bit harder to bring a full airbrush like setup for doing live painting, because flying with all the paint, I basically have to ship all the paint there, because if it's open bottles and I put it in my suitcase, there's a good chance, because every time I fly, every single thing I like that's liquid, like shampoos, conditioners, every single thing I have to put in bags because they always explode. No matter what, especially contact lenses, like those are triple bagged because they always explode. So yeah, I don't know how comfortable I would feel with flying with all my paint, so I'm probably gonna have to like ship stuff if I ever do this at other ones that aren't like provided or sponsored by my airbrush companies. And then having a setup where with airbrush painting, yeah, I can have like a wireless one, but it only has a 2-hour charge, and so it's kind of, I'd have to think a lot of like, how do we do this? But it gives a lot of opportunities for doing classes, workshops at conventions, and things like that. So there's a lot of opportunities I'm looking forward to, like testing out and things. So yeah, that's the big prop. That one I won't start until next year. I want to say Monster Blues is not till like June, so it'll be a little bit. Yeah. Adam. Yup. Well, lucky for him, he's not home like at all because of Air Force stuff, so doesn't have to deal with it very much. I do have to say, that's been the one thing this entire year for being in Nebraska. It's been a bit lonely just because of being with somebody that is active duty and is constantly gone for alerts for like 2 weeks at a time, and then back for a few days and then gone again. So I'm used to being alone, like I'm good, but it is, for being by myself in the middle of nowhere. Yay! Lonely. Real, thank you for the $20 donation. I really appreciate it. Take down. Much love, and I will write it down on my little sticky note. Also, if I know we were having problems earlier, but I wrote down Adam's name. Thank you. My little notebook, I actually ran out of paper, so I've been a wee peasant lately. There we go. Thank you, thank you. then I also have plans for another Genshin project after the new year. So after Nilo is done as our side one, it's not a full cosplay, but I have done a poll between Mona's hat and the Wanderer's hat, and technically Mona won, but I'm gonna do the Wanderer's hat because when I originally brought up the idea, everybody wanted the Wanderer's hat, but then when I did the poll, I think the pictures didn't do it justice, and I had so many personal messages, like DMs and emails, and people saying, "Oh, please do this one if it doesn't win," and things like that, and I'm more interested in doing that hat. So we'll do Mona's later. But the Wanderer's hat is actually what I plan on making, doing the full hat, not just the top part, but doing the little dangly fabric parts in the back. So plan on doing a little tutorial for that. And then the last one is Seth. So yeah, but I'll be working, I mean, you'll know I never work on one thing at a time. So it'll all be mixed in and out. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully those are some of the stuff you're interested in as well. That should lead us up to, I want to say like February is when I should start on the Soul Calibur sword and the Seth costume. The Seth one should be a few months build. It is a huge, huge build. So yeah, I'll probably start it sooner, but. About your Night Mercy blueprint, and I may be in over your head. Oh, it's all good. Best of luck with it though. I do have some Mercy builds, not specifically tutorials for that skin, but on YouTube you can check out my Mercy playlist. I have some tutorials that should help with some of the foam stuff. For doing armor, I would recommend looking like at my Charlotte build from Final Fantasy and different things like that. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. And then I just want to trim. This is the staff for Freyra. Freyrin? Something like that. It will be pronounced wrong until I'm corrected, and then I forget, and then you correct me 20 billion times, and then I remember it, right? Trimming the extra paper takes up less room. And honestly, this is gonna be like a pole with some detail at the bottom. But I keep it so that way I have a basic guide of how long it needs to be. Also with the staff, so I do plan on this being transportable and being able to fly with this costume. I plan on it being an easy wear costume that I can wear at conventions by myself, which is, I need more of that. But I'll have to make it so it disassembles into like 3 pieces. But this one does not have a design in the center, so you will see the line no matter what on this one. So I'll be making it a little bit different. It's a good anime. Have you finished it yet? No spoilers. I have not finished it yet. I actually announced it, or I did a picture for people to guess what I was making, and I had so many people message me saying they were working on it too, and it was like, oh, okay. So I think there's gonna be a boom of this character coming this month, the next month, in the fall. But yeah, here, let me switch to that one. I don't know if it'll show all of it. I gotta walk back. It doesn't really show all of it. I'll go shrink. There you go. But yeah, I do have it where it's taller than me. Huzzah! Jason, welcome on. How are you? How are the puppies? Okay, one pattern done. What are you doing, Yuki? I'm gonna disturb you so everybody can see you. Come here. Oh, you're mean. Oh, good girl. Can you come say hi to everybody? She was in the video this morning I posted too. Her little paws. She's a sleepy kitty right now. Because she was waking me up at 6 a.m. Yeah, and then she got kicked out of the room because she kept playing with her toys in the door. Mm-hmm. Okay. I go lay you back down. Oh, there you go. Good girl. Don't let her cuteness and her quietness fool you. She's still a devil. She's like a little demon spawn that in 2 seconds will just be a tornado on every single surface. Okay, let's see. What patterns do I have over here? I have like a whole stack of patterns. We'll do this one in a bit. I want an easy one right now. Okay, we'll do this one. And these are all patterns made by me, Blueprints and Patterns. And once I finish the build, then they will be available on my website. That's how I do all of my my patterns and blueprints. There we go. I have the word in front of me. Nausicaa. Maybe. It's funny because by the time I start making the costume, like half of them I don't know how to pronounce. And by the time I'm done with making it and how many social media posts I do and I type out the name for every single one, I then learn it. Back to work you go. Have a joy-tacular day. Thanks for stopping by, Real, and good luck at worky work. I assume it's a Hobby Lobby today. Yeah. I know! That's a cat! Yup. Okay. This one's just 2 pages. It's her dagger and sheath. Oh, are you gonna go and eat the paper now, Yuki? You just call it Beyond Journey's End because you can't say it either. Haven't finished it. Okay, cool. But I need to, like, okay, so I still don't know for Genshin. You'll notice the hilly troll, whatever it is called, I can't pronounce it. And every single tutorial, because I had to do like, today we're gonna be making the hilly troll. I kind of like mumble it because I don't really know how to say it. And I'm sure I'm gonna get corrected a bunch onto everything. But yeah, it's, I'm terrible. Puppies are good. Max is still grumpy. Alright. Yeah, this one I did where it's a pattern or like a blueprint of the sheath and the dagger and then what they look like together since there's like a little, oh, sorry. Derp derp. There we go. This one there's like a little thing because it's supposed to go over the blade. So yeah. Welcome, welcome. Carlos, yeah. Josh is visiting. Shane's in New York while you enjoy. I messaged Shane, saying if he, because I knew he was kind of close to Connecticut, but he never messaged me back, so didn't get to see a visit. Okay, weather is nice. We had it in the low 60s yesterday. I was surprised. That's nice here. That's hot. But we did get snow, was it before I left or was it after? I don't really remember. We had a little bit of snow already. Oh, and cheers, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the community, would love to have you here. So subscribe to the channel on YouTube. It is free. If you'd like to show some extra support, you can always join and become a member to help financially support me, since this is my full-time job. And then follow me. I don't know what the other ones are. Yeah, and like the video. Cool, cool. Derp derp. All right, next one. I think there's a rifle in here. There's the rifle. I don't think it's all of this though. No, that's the dress. Okay, there. The funny thing is, I have one over here. This one's like a freaking book. So this is for Seth. You can see how many pieces that is. Goes up to 44, and this is just the inside of the skirt. So there's a whole nother one this size. That's the outside. What are you doing? Are you hiding? Are you hiding? Yeah? Good girl. She likes to hide behind pillows. Okay, so this one is the rifle for Valley of the Wind one. Yay, dyslexia. Alright. Yeah. And that's just the train part of the skirt. So there's still, so what I've made for that one, I've already made the pattern for the hat, the front and the back. I've made, she's got like these dingly like handkerchief thingies. So I made those, the pattern. I've got the pattern for the long train, her weapons. Let's see what else. She has like 3 or 4 skirts, and I've done some of them. I started doing a mock-up of the breast area, but then I was like, let's put this to the side for a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna be a long process. That one I plan on doing leather work, obviously tons of sewing. I've already bought most of the fabric. I bought this a long time ago because there was other plans for this one that kind of didn't go. I'm not allowed to talk about it. So yeah, I already had everything. So we're gonna finish it up. But I do also plan on, for that one, there's a bunch of like red circles in like gems, and I want to do either a red or an orange acrylic that I cut out, so it kind of has this little gem-like look. And then there's just details everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Did you, Honeyfro, ended up finishing your, was it Cinderella you were making? I know I probably have it wrong. It's been a while since I streamed. I think like, what, a month? Oh, this one we need to do here. Or if anybody else is working on something they want to share. Okay. No, they're not toys, Yuki. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Let's scratch that. Yep, Cinderella, and still working on it. Gotcha. just excited that I've had time to actually work on some tutorials and catch up. In the last few weeks, I've finished, let's see, 6 tutorials, and then I've done like 4 or 5 vlogs, I think. The wild candy cane sword? What? Is that one you want me to make? I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bottom part off because we don't need it. Yeah, I still have the Lynch Queen on my list of ones that I want to make. I just don't have time right now. You're being a good helper, Yuki. Just saw it, looked interesting. Ah. Yeah, I am considering possibly doing a Warhammer weapon for fun. Because I'm still getting tons and tons of requests for a cosplay, and it's like, well, I might not be able to do a cosplay right now, but I could do a prop. So yeah. No. Yuki. Little trash panda. Working on the hoop skirt and under corset currently. Have, however, purchased so much fabric for the skirt and yeah. Oh. Little thing. Hey. Wants to explore everything. Yeah, I don't plan on doing a hoop skirt for Seth, at least I don't think. I'm probably gonna do a petticoat and then have a little bit of structure in certain parts to give the poof a little bit more. But I'm also trying to avoid thinking too much about it currently. So yeah. Yuki. I'm honestly not a huge fan of Christmas, so I don't really do a lot of Christmas themed characters or like, I don't know. But yeah. Working on a Cassian cosplay? Cool. I pronounced that wrong, I know. There we go. Okay. That is that. Rifle is Dulcie's. You're not behind me, are you? It's such a weird, like, design of it. It's very, like, it's accurate, but it's very, boxy in my opinion. So, okay. We'll put that in the pile and move on to the next one. Understandable, it takes breaks so you don't get overwhelmed and oh yeah. I am excited for it though, for Seth. My first cosplays that I made, so my very first cosplay was Misa from Death Note, but then after that, when I like started cosplaying in 2008, I did Sister Kate, Esther, and Able Night Road, and I'm excited to see, since the 10 years, my skill level different change. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by her. Let me go. She's making sounds. see if she brings the spring back to me. I've taught Yuki fetch. So she, now plays fetch. Okay. Sorry, y'all are gonna get a bunch of text now. Alright, let's start cutting. The issue I had with this sword, though, when I was making it, so I make my patterns all the same. Basically, I'll either do it in Rhino, or I'll do it in Adobe, and then it goes into Adobe no matter what. Then from that, I make it into a PDF, and sometimes when I transfer my stuff from Adobe Illustrator to, what is it, the PDF one, it makes random lines. So yeah, I couldn't get rid of them. So I'm gonna work with it and I'll try to fix it later. But I might do a disclaimer for people that are wanting to purchase the blueprint, because it won't go away no matter what. Because it's not invisibly in my my file. It only shows when it's printed, and it's just some random stray lines for no reason. And we're gonna put this together in small sections first, since it's such a large sword. Okay. Archage, welcome on. Wow, since you joined chat, yeah. Well, it's been a while since I streamed. I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks. I've been gone and just busy. Okay, and then we don't need any of this, so we're gonna cut it. The next one is quite a bit. Do that one as a no. Sorry, hiccups. You can see where it formatted weird on some of these as well. So is anybody going to Holiday Matsuri this year? I will not be. But I think I'll be going to Florida in March or April for some stuff. We'll see. Holiday Matsuri is in Florida. I think it's in Orlando. I was a guest there a few years ago. So here's one of the random lines there, random line there. Like, it, for some reason it adds it, and I've gone back and it just, for some reason, is there. It's really annoying. So once I have it all together, I'll go and put like X's so I know it's not supposed to be right there. Oh, you brought your screen. Do you want me to toss it? Ready? Ready? Yeah, Holiday Matsuri, it's okay. It's a bit of a really big party con. And Christmas, which I'm not a huge Christmas fan. So, yeah. Can you bring it back? I swear I heard you. That one's normally at a resort that's next to like Disney World or Disneyland, whichever park is there. And they have outgrown the venue, so there are going to be some somewhere else next year. But this year, it's a little bit of a bad date. They're like, I want to say the convention's on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So yeah. Okay, time to tape. Yeah. I know, no conventions near you. Not right now. Sorry. Lots of text. Only conventions as of next year will be Monsterpalooza, which is in California, and then Tokyo OK. Oh, I forgot to mention that one. Yeah, I'll be a guest at Tokyo OK. And that one is in July, I believe. I'll be doing, I think, 2 or 3 panels at that one. And then I'm doing like their opening and closing ceremony, and then I have to do some VIP party thing. But yeah, and I'll have my own booth. But that one I'm not going to be a judge for the cosplay contest, so I'll actually get to see the con and say hi to people, which is nice, because sometimes, like, I like judging and seeing everybody's costumes, but sometimes with conventions I get too overloaded with work I'm supposed to do, and then I only can be at my booth for like an hour each day, and then it's kind of sad because I can't see anybody. So yeah. For wrong lines, random line, random line, random line, and then that one's a random. Oh no, this one's actually part of that one. But yeah, it's meh. Can't hear me? All of my settings haven't changed, so that I think is on your end. Yeah. Hi, Yuki. What are you doing? Did you bring a screen? Good girl. Oh, okay. Wow. Let me do this. She's still learning with the craft room what she can and can't do. She tries to eat it. Sorry. Yeah, that's Yuki, if you haven't seen her before. Bless you, Yuki. Yeah, my little troublemaker. I mean, I have everything, like, basically maxed out on my side, so. Right, little one. Little one. She's been very interested in me painting, and she wants to sniff all the paint, and I'm trying not to have her do that. And yeah, she wants to help with everything. She's no longer trying to dart down to the basement, which I'm so happy for. because she used to, every time the basement door would open, zoom, and then you have to go and find her in there, and I don't like her doing that because she likes to go behind the furnace, and then there's like some like random drainage thing down there. I don't know how basements are, that she likes to go to, and just like, don't do it. So yeah, little thing, yeah. And she's getting a little darker. She's got both her paws, she's now got a little bit of brown, and then her nose, it's no longer just gray in the center, it's kind of peeking out. Okay. Okay, I would like to tape these. Can I tape these, please? Y'all don't need to see me. Y'all can see Yuki. She's the main attraction. Y'all don't come to the streams for me. Yeah, why would we come to the streams for me? We only want to see the Yuki. Okay, ow. That's my hand. Thank you. She still likes to bite. Okay. Well, that one is done. Can I? No. Put that on the ground real quick. Okay. Well, I need to cut now, and I don't like you being up here while I cut. Yeah, you can go over there. That's fine. You're gonna eat my paper. Okay. Ooh. You think Yuki won? Yeah. She's been, so her big thing now, she's not clawing at the furniture except for the couch still. I've got tape on it, trying to work that out, and she's still being a fuss about it. But her big thing now is countertops in the kitchen, and she's smart enough where it used to be you just put like tape upside down and cats don't like the stickiness. Well, if she sees it, she's smart and she'll just jump over it. It's like, darn it. So yeah, little turd. And she's really bad at jumping on all the kitchen countertops, especially the stove oven thing. And it just freaks me out because if I'm cooking, I'm afraid she's gonna randomly jump up there. And so she's a very stubborn cat. And I don't normally train cats with like a spray bottle of water, but I've been having to do that now because that's like the only thing. And she knows she's not supposed to be there because when she sees me, she'll go down like, oh, I'm not there. And then there's like a kind of bar part, and not really, but it goes to a slight edge that she can walk on the wall that's like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 feet long. So a lot of times she'll hang there, and she does if this is the wall to the kitchen, she'll like poke her little eyes over and be like watching me, and I look at her and she's like, and then hides again. So she plays it as a game, which is cute, but so yeah. And trying to get her not to play with the stockings because I actually want to decorate a tiny bit for Christmas. I put up some strand lights and then the 3 stockings, and she knows which stocking is hers, even though there's nothing in it. She knows. So yeah. Okay, this one we're going to 5. She needs to learn it's hot one time. Yes, but I don't want her to learn that, unfortunately, because is it a gas that has the flames that come out? Is that what it's called? Like, she tried putting her head in the oven the other day when it was on, and it was like, cat, don't. I mean, she's been pretty soaking wet she's not biting cords anymore, but she's still trying to get behind and pull at them. And sometimes I'll spray her, and then she'll like hide even more, and certain times she'll run away, but then come back 2 minutes later and try to do it again, so she gets sprayed again. And she'll just be soaked by the end of the day. But she dries so fast. And I hate having to do it, but it's like, I've got to discipline her somehow. And you don't want to hit her, and like, I told her no. She understands the word no, but she's a stubborn little kitty. She's like the smartest cat that I've owned before. And I even got her yesterday. There's like these puzzles for cats, and you like put treats in it and they move it around to open it, and she understood it, but she's very picky with her treats, and she sometimes likes her treats, she sometimes doesn't, and she got it out, pulled out her treat, and then just stared at it with me and then walked away. I was like, okay. So I need to figure out some other type of treats. She likes strawberries, and they're okay for cats, in small amounts and stuff. So I might put some of that in it to see, and then maybe her wet food or some stuff to get her to kind of play around. Avoid open books. Yes. I don't want my cat going near open flames. Now, she may want to, but I don't want her to. So yeah. I don't need the tape, she'll hold it, yeah. She'll eat it. She has outgrown the tape, pretty much. So. Before I left for Connecticut doing the painting stuff, she had a bad problem for my workbench. I have a drawer that I pull out for when I sand, and I do have a vacuum to pick up all of the sanding dust while I vacuum, but sometimes it still goes down to the shelf. And she's been trying to jump in there so much. Welcome to the community. Glad to have you here. But yeah, she's been jumping in the shelf so much, and I can't let her clean herself after that because it's foam, and I don't want her to lick it and eat it because it's toxic. So it's like I instantly have to go and give her a bath every time. But she seems like she's not doing it today. But we'll see. She like a duck. So Yuki likes to come in the shower with me. Like normally it's like a tub shower, and she'll sit on the tub thing, and I've got the curtain on either side so she's protected from the water. And she likes to try to save me, so when I climb in, she tries to grab my legs and like, no, don't go! And same if I'm in the bathtub, she'll try to pull my hair out because she's obsessed with my hair. She likes to eat it. And I'm still trying to break her of that. But she's now sometimes coming in the shower with me while the shower is running, because there's like about a foot where the water doesn't actually hit. Like there's water on the bath, but not going onto her. So she's been doing that a little bit now, which is kind of cute. But I would like to get another cat, but I am not ready. When I got her, I still had Fluff at the time, and I was expecting Fluff to be her little companion. And I know she wants a companion, she needs a friend, but I am not in the mindset to have another cat right now. And I think the timeline was basically Ches passed away, my rabbit, and like a month later I got Yuki because that was kind of already in the works, and I had Fluff at the time, and then like it was like 2 weeks or a month later Fluff passed away randomly, and so that hit really hard. And if I knew she was gonna pass, I wouldn't have got Yuki at that time. I love Yuki, I would never want to get rid of her, but at that time I probably wouldn't have got another cat, unfortunately. So that was supposed to be her companion, her little buddy. And so yeah, I'm probably like in half a year I'll look at another cat, but right now I'm still kind of holding off. And I kind of need to get Yuki fixed too. So I'd love to get another ragdoll kitty. They watched The Strangest Thing. Yeah. But yeah. Sorry for the sadness. Oh no, this isn't, we already put together the rifle, Jason. I did that right before this one. This one's actually the sword from Soul Calibur. The Nightmare's sword. So this one's like 7 feet long, I think. Rifle's not that long. I think the rifle is a little under 4 feet. But yeah, if you are on Instagram or TikTok, whichever one those were, I'm actually live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyCosplay, and that is where I'm reading chat and answering questions. So go over to YouTube and subscribe there. It is free, and that is where I'm reading chat. So yeah. Add a piece here. How's your son doing, Adam? And the house hunting. I think you got a new house, right? If I remember right. In kindergarten now. Wow. Got a house in the village near Lake Ontario? Oh, I didn't cut these. I need to do that. That, and I realized I didn't cut any of the side ones. I got distracted, so we'll have to do that in a bit. Maybe. Nice there? You like it better than your old place? I'm hoping we're gonna have nice weather still. Yeah, you do? Good. Glad to hear. There's, here in town, apparently they do at the zoo, which is a huge zoo here, I really love it. During Christmas time, they do a nighttime thing with, you can see all the animals at night, and they have tons of lights and stuff. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that maybe. And then there's also there's like a science museum that opened up, which is really cool, but it's mostly focused towards, you bring a lot of your children to it, and it's something that I don't have children, and my friends have children, but I don't really want to go and it just be surrounded by screaming children. But they do once a week an adult-only night where you have alcohol beverages and you get to see everything, and I want to do that. So I'm hoping I might have some time. Walk to the post office and the grocery store, which is good because ooh, fun. Yeah, over here there's not. The only thing that I can walk to is there's a Mexican corner store thing. I don't really know, but there's not really too much else. I know when I first moved here there was a bar I walked to. It was terrible, it was gross, like the food was awful, and it's like, wow, this is the only place in walking distance. I guess I'm just gonna stay home. So yeah, but I forgot to cut all these, so I need to do that real quick. And thanks guys for watching, hope you are enjoying the stream. I don't know how long I'll stream today. I enjoyed when I lived in Round Rock. I could technically walk to the grocery store, but you don't ever want to walk to a grocery store in Texas. Too hot. And oh, she's back. And then I loved that because I was at Apartments for that one. I totally missed. It was a walk to the mailbox. So I was doing that every day and I really enjoyed it. But here, there's not really much walking. Most of this area you can walk, but it's not really like a walking area. And my mailbox is on my front porch. Like I don't even walk down, it's just like open the door, mailbox. So it's kind of sad. And like half the time it's too cold to go outside. So, okay. You guys. Oh. No. I love you. You're a good girl. Yeah. Little thing. Little thing. Did you bring it in here? Oh, you did. You brought another spring in here. I thought you did. Oh. You hit it. You're here. Ready? Ready? Her and her springs. She loves them. Loves them. Alright, now for this one, we can tape together. Long time listener, first time calling. Keep being awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate you being here and for writing something. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Something special about walking around the village during the snowfall. So we got last year, I think the most was like 3 inches of snow, and from what my friends have told me here, it was a very mild snow. Like, we didn't get like snow here. So I'm hoping, I don't want a disaster, but I actually want to see like snow. So I kind of want to have an actual snowstorm. I think that would be cool. Of course, being prepared and everything. I have winter stuff now, so that's cool. I can actually like go outside and not die. But I would like to experience that. The only other place that I went last year that had a little bit more snow was I tried going skiing, and at that place they produced fake snow as well, so there was a lot more, but I didn't like skiing, and it didn't seem like fun. So I'd like to see it at home. Plus I have really great windows in the living room to look out at. And I love seeing, because we have so many bunnies here, all the little bunny footprints and watching their trails. They're so cute. It's like little Ches reincarnations everywhere. Cliff, welcome on. You are late, sir. Demerits. How are you doing? So this is the sword that I plan on painting at Monsterpalooza. So I would make it in advance, and then I'd prime it with plasti dip and do probably a base coat of black on all of it, and then paint it at the actual show. Chasing seasons are the best. Okay, so this has been my full year now, and I got to see the seasons change, and it's cool, but I feel like it's a completely different place. I am so lost. Like, places that I know, like how to get to the Air Force Base, I know the path, I know how to get there, but then now that the leaves have disappeared, and even when the leaves were changing colors, it was too much for me. I was so like distracted, because I'm not used to that from Texas. You see the leaves green, and then they're brown, and then they're off the tree. Like, there's not really changing of colors. Where here, it was just like, I don't know if it was stimulized or whatever, but there was so many colors, and I had a hard time driving, honestly. And then now, everything's off the trees, and I'm totally lost again. It's like living in a whole new place, because all my landmarks I go by with driving, basically on where houses are, and lights, and trees, and things. And when it all changes, I'm so confused now. So it's like, no matter what, I always have my GPS on. You're well, just making clips. What was it? You did a clip of my Fall Guys when we played on, when we streamed on Twitch. I think that video is, what, like 4 years old or something? I don't know how you found that one. Color overstimulation. It was definitely. I also don't drive too much here anyway. You would be proud of me, Jason. Yesterday, because my car battery, we know it's a piece of crap and I don't drive enough. Hi, Yuki. I had to actually plug all of my car battery in and do like the jumper cord thingies and like charge it all. So I know how to do that now on my own instead of without help. Okay, where's your spring now? Ah, okay. Here you go. Yuki. Ready? Ready? She's bringing in 2 different color ones. She had a green one last time and a yellow one this time. Aloha, welcome on. You just looked for it? Okay. Cheers, guys. Okay, we're gonna take this one now. This one aligns 2 to 6, which is this one. Sometimes I forget y'all can't see the full picture here. You only get like a tiny little portion of it. Hi Yuki, did you bring it back? Good girl. Okay, ready? Playing fetch with the cat. She understands the concept of bringing it back, but she never typically brings it to my hand. She'll kind of like put it next. So yeah. Hi Crimson, good luck on shift tonight. I have not read any of the text. she go? Oh, you brought it halfway. Halfway, here. Come over here real quick so you can say hi. So you can get a little view. Hi, hi. Good luck at work. Okay, okay. I'll toss it for you again. Since you brought it. Ready? There you go. Speaking of batteries, we had to change the batteries in the Sherman in November. Logbook is good. Good. How long did it take for that? Thank you. Here's her spring. For those that are curious, this is her favorite toy. Okay, come on. What is it? We have 3 batteries in there, I think? Forgot that you were subbed to this channel when the Fallout Girl cosplay community post happened. So confused when that popped up on my subscription feed on mobile. Then I was like, oh yeah. It's been a long time since I made that costume. Unless you're talking about the recent, I did repost it, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. But ooh, that one I think I made in like 3 years, 4 years ago. Somebody correct me. Technically promoted to official clipper for a couple streamers. Oh yeah. I mean, you've always clipped everything. You've done it for YouTube as well. All your other channel subscriptions are either gaming channel or all good. Do exclamation point music and it'll bring you to the YouTube channel that we are listening to. It's a live channel that it basically loops, but it's a bunch of different gaming music, and if you go to there, it'll say what is currently playing. But yeah, I do still plan on doing gaming streams on Twitch. I'm just still, I haven't had time to set up things, and I'm still getting a few other things to make it, like I need another monitor. So I've been trying to consider if I want to do, hi, let me move this. If I want to get an actual monitor, or because I have a gaming laptop that y'all graciously gave me, I appreciate it. They have little clip-on things to laptops, and I don't know if I want to get that, so there's small screens next to it, or if I want an actual monitor. The thing is, if I get an actual monitor, then I'd be playing off of the monitor, I think, versus the laptop because it's a bigger screen. But then do I want another keyboard, like a wireless one? But if I have the clip-on laptop ones, they're small screens, and then it's basically just that, because I have everything else. So I'm still kind of deciding what I want. Okay. One more piece to attach. I think we're gonna do the small piece to it that Yuki's laying on. Took about 10 minutes with all 4 of us replace the 2 batteries. Oh, it's 2. I didn't remember. It's been a long time since I've been on the Sherman. Sad day. And the little hydraulics somewhere began to leak. Fun. Hi. Mwah. Oh yes, that's my hair. I love my hair. Yeah. We'll just leave that there. I'm gonna cut while you're here, but you can't put your paws over here, Yuki. whatever I have she wants to play with, so I'm really cautious when I have the X-Acto knife because I don't want her to, because I've done where I've cut and she'll randomly put her hand in between the scissor blades and it's just like, ah, cat, don't do that. So I'm afraid she'll do that with the X-Acto knife because it's paper and she sees it. Please don't rip that. Yuki, hey, hey, no. Come here, come here. Let's play with butterfly. Let's play with butterfly. Is that butterfly? Thank you, butterfly. Right here. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Okay, now you get to hear butterfly in the background. And she gets her little foam disc that she likes, that she eats. Okay, back to cutting. Sorry, distracted rude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very much used to, so beforehand, my studio here, I have 3 monitors, and that was where I would do my gaming stuff before, but I really, now that this is a full company, I work in here every day. I don't like also doing games in the same room. I want my relaxing not to be in this room because it can be very stressful, or also if I'm rendering a video, sometimes that'll take a few hours, like sometimes 4 hours, and I can't use my computer at that point, so I can't play games in here. Or if I'm doing glues or working with chemicals in here, a lot of times I'll have it venting, like air vents and stuff, and I don't want to be in the room playing a game with a respirator on. I mean, I've done it before when I've had to answer emails and stuff that were emergencies, but I like having a different room to leave and to have as my relaxing room that has nothing to do with cosplay. I think it's very, very sane when you work from home to have a different space. So it is a bit weird for me to have one monitor kind of screen. So I'd like to have a second one, especially for streaming. If you're doing a game stream, I want to be able to read chat, and I've done it before where I've had like my phone to read chat on, but I really don't want to do that. So, decisions I gotta make. Oh, you came back. Oh boy. You wanna pounce? Oh, okay, you can pounce on me. Oh, demon! Stop biting. Yeah, you're getting all feisty. Am I gonna have to lock you out of the room? Caught on that one a little. Yeah. Austin, Billy Butt. Yeah. Wait, are you at home right now, Jason? Or are you at the shop? Since it's a Friday. Or is there a holiday today that I don't know? But you still work on holidays, so that wouldn't make sense. Okay. I'm picking this up. Please don't. Let's pick it up quick before she pounces. She's going crazy right now. Butterfly? What's he all worked up. Yeah, I'll pick her up whenever she gets in trouble again, kind of thing. But I like to work and not deal with requests kind of things of like back and forth. Otherwise, I never get any time. She already cat thing. No cat. I mean, I've held her already like 5 times. So. Can you not chew my paper, please? Yeah, she's actively running in and out, so. Where'd you bring your spring this time? Did you put it back here again? Oh, you put it here. Okay, here you go. My cat that plays fetch. And thanks guys for watching. Hope you are enjoying our stream today. I do try to do weekly streams. It doesn't always happen, so yeah. But I am glad to have everybody here. And for those that are on Instagram and TikTok, I'm live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyCosplay, and that is where I am reading chat and answering questions. So head over to YouTube. I keep ripping this wrong. Ever done any of those gaming setups? Something like Nintendo Switch style, TV style with all the Nintendo systems? I mean, I have all the Nintendo systems, but I don't stream them. We did, when I used to stream on Twitch years ago for gaming stuff, we did Switch, but I never streamed any of my Game Boy stuff or my Nintendo 64 or Xbox things. Yuki. That girl. Down. Down. No. No. The child has woken up and now she's going crazy. Where's your spring now? Where'd it go? Did you not bring it this time? You didn't bring it. I've tossed it, what, 9 times and you didn't bring it back? Little turd. My poor chair. This is our last taping areas, but it's a little bit of a big sword, so. Very sleepy day. Send a doctor's note so you can leave work early. I thought you worked at home, Wizard. Oh, no, I don't do that. I am more of a minimalist, except for this room. Like, I have props up to kind of put things places, and so it's more interesting in the background, but I don't really like having clutter and random stuff everywhere. In the gaming room, I've got the setup on my desk, and then I have 2 sponsor lights that I had for doing, they're like waterfall kind of lights that go to the ceiling that I have set on blue, which are really pretty and relaxing. That's the signs of boy. All good, no judgment. I work at home too. It's all good. Always have to go and look when you hear her making destruction noises. Yuki. I think I may cut out the full shape of this. Make it easier. Okay, this sword is taped together now. So let's go ahead and cut. Yeah, I'll just use this. And then I want to mark those lines that aren't supposed to be on here. Yuki. She found her spring again. So what's everybody's plan for dinner tonight? I'm thinking I may be a bum and go get Popeyes. Because I don't feel like cooking. Do that instead, and then let's see, can I change it to show? That's like as far down as I can go. You can't really see much anyway. So, just watch with my neck cut off more. College food, chicken, bowl of cereal if you don't feel like going, yeah. I mean, I did cereal the other night, so it's okay. Popeyes is solid, should behave since I got Burger King last night. I've been doing bacon wrapped hot dogs for dinner. Oh. Yeah, for me, my thing would be go to Popeyes and you get the family meal one, which is like the 10-piece chicken or 20-piece, I don't know how much it is, but then you get 2 sides and biscuits, and then I have lunch the next few days, which is really nice because I've been doing a lot of pot pies, the frozen pot pies, and I get tired of them, so it'd be a nice kind of like little mix up. I know, you're ruining my chair again. Little thing. See, there's the thing. The crazy thing. Yeah. Hand sanitizer onto the chair. And it makes all the lines disappear. Oh, okay, now she just died here. Oh. Cat. Yeah, Popeyes, mostly it's always been okay for me. The one that I get here has been okay, but they definitely changed their biscuit recipe. They're not as good anymore. Okay, I'm turning your butterfly off. Oh, annoying sound. Rib chair. Oh, it is completely, like, the top of the chair is completely ripped and there's so much claws. It's like falling apart on both sides. I have a black wrap because it's completely broken. I want to replace it. I got a chair for the gaming room and it was a really cheap chair. And it works good, but Yuki has already kind of destroyed it. So that one's gonna be put in here. And then I'll replace it with another one, but I'm kind of waiting until she's no longer kitten in destruction mode, because she's still very much destruction. She'll just stand on top of it and then just rip it. And so I'm kind of waiting for that phase to go away and then replace it. But I can deal with it for now. Had a good run? Yes. She is a professional destroyer of things. But she's getting to the point where I might have to kick her out of the room because she's getting too wild. During the day, she's mostly calm. Like, she likes to wake me up at 6 a.m. That's cat hour. And then cat hour is also from like 10 to midnight, where she's just fucking wild and crazy. But I need you to be down because you're not good with scissors. You're not. Your spring's not in here either. You took it in the other room. Go that way. Done cutting it off. Maybe I need a Yuki sitter. Your rates are very reasonable. You will sit in another room and pet. Oh. She makes friends easily. Like, she's a little standoffish at first, but she's pretty much friends with everybody. But she does go crazy. Like right now she's trying to bite my foot. Yuki, no. Okay, come on. Come on, say bye. Say bye, everybody. We're gonna go in a different room now. Yeah, I know. Here. Have to distract the baby for a little bit. She needs to calm down. Okay. But yeah, a lot of times when I'm doing video editing, she's fine. She'll go and she'll sit under my sewing machine table and she sleeps there. But sometimes she'll sit on my desk and she'll try to eat things that I have on the desk, which is not good. Or she'll try to climb. I have a wig sample strands for colors, and she likes to play with that, and she's not supposed to. Oh yeah, another thing I need to replace. Let's see. My keyboard! My lovely keyboard that she destroyed. Yeah. I'm glad she didn't eat this though. And yes, I've tried to fix that part, but she broke it so much that it can't be put back on. So yeah, there's that. Okay, last little part. pencil lines where the lines are not supposed to be there. And it's this one. That to that. This one is this line. And then at the bottom, it is this line. I think I missed drawing a line on here too. Yeah, I did. Sorry, I'll show it in just a sec. Okay, now show it. Yuki is, I think, 6 or 7 months now, so she's still a baby. So that is our sword, and it's touching the ground right now. But yeah, that's gonna be the second largest sword, because I've made technically one longer than this. I'm calling it Ches, because the little nickname I had for Ches the bunny was a little monster, and it's a monster sword, and it just reminds me of Sir Ches, so it's Ches. Yeah, floppy sword! Okay. This one I had over here too. So we've put together 4 now? So I have one more left. This one is technically the dress for I can't say the word. From the Ghibli movie, The Valley of the Wind. So yeah. But I haven't finished technically patterning. Oh, sorry. Derp derp. There you go. There you go. I haven't technically finished patterning it. I still have to pattern the sleeves, but this was from my base drafting of everything. That was pretty much what it is. So right now I want to assemble the pattern, and then I'm going to do a mock-up of it again, and then I'll do my sleeve pattern. So this is not a finished pattern. It's set up already kind of like it, but there'll probably be at least 2 more rows. So most likely this will be like a 32-page pattern. Yeah. So I've gotten to the point where when I make patterns, I've learned this over the years now because of selling my patterns and blueprints after. It's easier to, as I make them, just already make them where they're set up to sell. And it makes it a lot easier for when I come back to do it rather than remake them into my patterns, because this gives it my perfect lines and everything, and I'm already working on it, so it just makes it easier. Gotta go, have a good stream. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck with everything today, and hopefully you can get some dinner, and not just cereal. So yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna assemble this one a little differently too, because it'll just make it easier. So let's get out 2 and 3. Then we need 7 and 8. Nausea. It's one of those that I'm just gonna have such a hard time with, but thank you. Yeah, correct me every time, please, so I can start remembering it. Nausicaa. Okay, next is 12 and 13. And then 17 and 18. And 22 and 23. Alrighty. So basically I'm doing the shirt portion of our pattern, just to tape that. It makes it easier when it's smaller. Because it's not one pattern that needs to be put together. It's a bunch of smaller pieces that can come. So, there. And then I'm actually going to take this off. He's a little toasty with the door closed. Write it down, write it down. Yes, I will write it down eventually. Cheers, guys! Boop. Okay. I definitely don't want to put together the pattern for the Seth skirt, though. That one, that's too much right now. Okay. So how's business going, Jason? All good, I hope? Or are you still having issues with parts coming in because of shipping? There we go. Yeah, I did end up getting the fabric for this too. I will show you all in just a second. So this one is for the Nausicaa, a satin. It was hard finding a close color, and this was the best option. I went back and forth though a lot with, I wanted something that was light and airy like this, but then I kind of also was thinking, technically what she wears is more of working clothes kind of thing, and I went back and forth between if I wanted to use this material or if I wanted to do like a blue jean dress, kind of like working overall kind of thing. And I thought it was a cool concept, but then I was also like, well, the colors are just not close enough, and this one is. So I went with this, and then for the Frerina, or whatever you say it, with this white, which is nice. And then I've got, it's a more stiff material. And then I have the gold pleather, had ordered online on Amazon, so that's supposed to come in, I think, today. But yeah, for that one, so the Nausicaa one, I'm going to be making everything, except for the shoes. So not the blue boot covers, but the actual shoes, those are, I'm going to be wearing some shoes I already have. But I believe everything else I'm making for that costume. And then for the Frerin one, that one, I have shoes coming in, but I may alter them, kind of how I did Megumin, because those, I got shoes and then I altered them and I painted them and stuff, so I have to look, see when I get them in. I didn't want to make blue leggings, so I ended up getting those, just because you don't, I feel like with cosplays so much, especially if you're a cosplay maker, like for me, I have a hard time if I don't make every part of the costume, so I have to really like force myself to be like, it's okay. So leggings typically I'll just purchase because it's a lot easier than making leggings for every costume, because every costume I basically have leggings on. And why make them every time when you can just get a base nude color one or black or blue? So I kind of do that, and then I can wear them for other things too. And then I think that's it for purchase things. I have a base wig coming in as well, but that one, it's a curly wig, but I have to straighten it, and then I'm gonna have to cut it and a bunch of other stuff. So, oh, oops, I need to do the bottom. So yeah. I think budget-wise, each costume is gonna be like $75 to $120 to make for materials, depending on how much foam I use and the different types of fabrics and things. I think. No, that's not correct. The socket should be a lot cheaper. Sorry, I take that back. That one should be, looking at, the socket should probably be around like $50 to like $65. I need to figure out the wig situation, if I'm going to use one I already have or not. And then the Farron one should be, for material wise, it's a lot more fabric on that one. So it's like, I think 40 in fabric. And then that one I did end up getting shoes. Shoes I do spend some money on though, just because I want shoes that I can walk in. So sometimes those get a little more pricey. I think the shoes are gonna be like, I think they were 25 or 30, which isn't too bad. And then the wig I think was 30, so we're looking at like 120 to 130 for Farron, I believe. So not too bad for just easy to wear costumes. It would probably cost more money actually to purchase it, in my case. But that's not counting the, that's not counting my time for making it, and it's not counting the paint that I'm gonna be using, because all of my paint is provided by Cretex. It's not counting the tools that I have already. It's just the base materials. So, in case y'all are interested. The boots I use all the time. You know me. I have a pair of boots that I use all the time. Yeah. Actually, I have a pair of boots that I use for from Steve Madden. I've used for years because I love Steve Madden. Their boots always fit me perfectly, and I actually wear the boots like all the time. And I had like 2 or 3 sets of the same ones. They're like Trooper or something. And they're actually my World War II reenacting shoes too. They work perfect because they look authentic. But those are my base boots for, I can wear them, I can get them dirty and not really care, and they're broken in. They're really good for walking long distances and stuff, and especially for conventions. That's a big must. But surprisingly, these costumes don't have a heel on either one, where a good portion of my costumes, I either add a heel or they're like extremely like 6-inch high heels or something. So, yeah. Jason, thank you for the $20 supporting the not sick cosplay. I appreciate it. Much love. I will write it down. And as always, y'all will be in the scrolly thing for all of these supporters next stream. Got it. Thank you, thank you. The notification will pop up in like 2 minutes because it's always behind. But yeah, the tallest pair of shoes I've had for a costume though were definitely Lilith. And I had some people that were like, oh, you need to wear higher shoes and you're not tall enough. And it's like, one, I'm a short person. I'm only 5'2", and 2, I'm wearing huge freaking wings, and I gotta keep my balance. And 3, the shoes were already platform that were like, I think 3 inches high, and then the heel was another like 6 or something. I don't know. They were tall. So yeah.
Yay!
There we go. Notification. Here. But yeah, I think the back of the heel is like that tall in total or something, not counting the platform. They're easy to walk in though, but the buckles did get a little bit caught in the skirts because the skirts were ripped on purpose. Yeah, the shoes for Seth from Trinity Blood, when I do that costume, I've kind of looked into it, and technically she wears stiletto ballerina shoes. So if you picture a ballerina slipper on point with a high heel behind it, and I have not, they do make them, I have found them, but I don't know if I feel comfortable. Well, I'm not a ballerina. I can't stand on point. So I don't know if I want to actually have accurate shoes for that one or not, or just have some really high white shoes, high heel shoes. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll see. I've done some crazy things for costumes, so that one, and I do plan on making the full cage for her. So it's another balancing thing of I'm in these shoes that are gonna constantly want me to go forward, but then I have this thing that's gonna hold me back, but then I also have 2 props in my hands, and I'm just gonna be like balancing back and forth. Yeah. Sorry, reading back, I missed some stuff. Almost, yeah, I could see that. It's, when I was looking for fabric though at Joann's, it was very limited, and I didn't really want to go all out for like different ones. I do plan on making that specific costume, the Nausicaa one. I have to just keep saying it over and over again. But I do want to have it weathered how I did the San costume from Princess Mononoke, so I do want to add some dirt to the dress and to like the boots parts, and have it where she's not just a pretty princess, she's like actually outdoors doing stuff. So yeah, and I want to make, she's got the little hood thingy, and then she has the respirator that looks like a mustache. So we'll see how that is made, but it's very funny. But I don't plan on making her little cat thingy. Okay, all those parts are cut. I have an itch. Okay. And then to tape some. 2 and 3. I don't have to worry about the X-Acto knife being out now because of Yuki and the door being closed. And thanks guys for watching. I hope y'all are all enjoying the stream. If you are watching on Instagram or TikTok, I'm actually live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyGordonCosplay, and that is where I am reading chat and answering questions. So head over to YouTube. It is free to watch there, and just subscribe. How is your experience going and doing the filming or weathering fabric? Seems like a cool working space. Gosh. I talked so much about like the whole just the spray booth room. So, what was we just talking about is this past week I went to Connecticut to my sponsor's workshop, or not workshop, but their manufacturing place, warehouse, I don't know what you call it, for Createx Colors, and they are my airbrush paint sponsor. And basically their whole front of their house, they have signs and paintings everywhere from different artists, and it's all with their paint. So it was really cool, like first impression coming in. Like they even had like a Pac-Man game thing that's been hand painted with all the Createx stuff all over it. It was really cool. And they make tons of paints. I love the paint, and I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsored. But first impression was cool. You go through, like, there's a line with all their offices kind of thing. I don't think people are technically really allowed there. It's not like you go and purchase stuff there or pick up there. But then when you go into the back area, and I have a tour video of the place that will be coming out soon. So you'll get to see it all. It's really cool. But they had a whole manufacturer warehouse thing, and it was cool because I got to see them actually making all of the paints there, all of their like little squirts into the little bottles, and all the people that are on the manufacturing line to put it all together. And it was really cool to see all of that. And the spray booth area, so they invite certain artists, not very many, so I'm like one of maybe 10 so far, and they get to sign the spray booth. And I did a little stupid little drawing of my logo. I couldn't really draw. It's been a long time since I've drawn things. But yeah, so I did that and signed it, and they have all of their artists that come in and do videos with them sign the booth, so it's cool. But the booth is the size to have a full-size truck in it to paint, because a lot of the paint that they use are for automotives and doing custom like paint jobs, and the whole Hot Wheels cars and the NASCAR cars and things like that. It's cool. But so the place is really, really large, and you technically don't need to wear a respirator, and normally when you do airbrush painting you want to wear a respirator, but the whole thing is one giant vent, this room, and it's so heavy duty and it's so cool. And I'm so jealous. It's like, it's way out of my budget to ever get, ever. But it was nice. They had, so the owner, he ended up doing all the filming, so he was in while I did all the filming, which was cool, but also weird for me, because typically when I do all my tutorials and filming, it's just me, and I'm having to go and press the button back and forth, and all of the editing's me, and so this was a different experience, because I'm not having to do it all. So it was a little weird at first to get used to, but it was fine. And other things were, so when I do my tutorials, I don't talk while I do the tutorials. I normally do voiceovers, because I work so out of order when I make my costumes that it wouldn't make sense for me to talk. Like I could say what I'm doing at that time, but I try to put my tutorials together so anybody could follow it, and it's in a numerical order kind of thing that makes sense. But in reality, I don't work that way at all. So yeah, but it was really cool. I had a lot of fun, and it was kind of like I was live streaming, because I'd have to talk like I'm doing now and explain what I'm doing, and like I was used to it. So yeah, there's 2 more videos that are coming out, one this weekend, I think one the weekend after that. Okay, there is our shirt. I'm gonna put it there for now. Okay, that part. But yeah, that was cool. This one did not print correctly. I need to do a note. This one's page 12. sounds like a cool. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I plan on going back and doing some more and some workshops there in the future. And then I'm doing the Monster Palooza with them again, which I'm excited about. And painting the sword, so be fun. I keep thinking the pile of papers that we've already put together is Yuki because it's a white pile just like loafed. Yeah. Distractory. Cute little squirrels. Doesn't feel like Friday to me. It is Friday though, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've got, for after the stream, I've got some house chores I gotta do. I've got to finish up the last Hilly Roll tutorial. I've already done all the voiceovers and stuff for it. It's just I think a third of it left. Down. No. When I can hear her getting in trouble from the other room. Ugh. So yeah. But what else? What was I saying? Oh, and then Popeyes, and then sorry. I might play some games. I've been playing actually. It's been a few years, but I got back into Fortnite again. I didn't realize that so I liked Fortnite originally, but I didn't like the building mode. I just am not a fan of that. I like normal VR. And I saw somebody streaming the other day, just checking it out again, and they weren't building. And I was like, what? So apparently there's a no building mode. I don't know how long that's been. But I discovered that, and all of my friends don't like to build as well. So now I've gotten people into playing Fortnite. So yeah, that, I've been playing a few simulators. I've got a cafe simulator I've been playing. And then there's a pool cleaning simulator. I like simulator games that my OCD, I can just relax and clean stuff, like power wash them. But yeah, so I get that one. That one was so buggy though, so I'm like waiting till they update some stuff. And then, let's see. There's, I think it's Lethal Company, what's it called? It's kind of like, I want to say it's kind of like Among Us, except it's not one bad guy in the group. It's where you have like a group of 4, and then you go out and there's a bunch of critters wherever you are, and you have to bring back random objects to pay off your debt in time, or you get launched into space and stuff, and it's a fun game, but it's not something you play in the same room with because you have to have like the mics on. So I found that a little annoying, but I'm hoping that game I may play in the studio just because I want to play that game. I have a lot of fun watching people play it too. So yeah. Party game? Yeah, definitely. No Build has been in for a bit, but they also revived the survival mode and made it look... No, the Lego one's different. So I thought the Lego one was going to be a battle royale, but the one that they just released like yesterday or today is Minecraft. Like Lego Fortnite is Minecraft. and I am interested in trying it out, so I might do that tonight. But yeah, I definitely thought it was gonna be a BR too, and it's not. Okay, we can cut this part out now. Yeah. Save the world mode that Fortnite was originally built on? Yeah. Did I take that fully? I want another piece of that one's not fully done. Okay, that one and then this one. I still remember, I don't know if it was actually them or not, but when I was playing Fortnite years ago on Twitch, I still remember the whole stream freaking out because I randomly got like, what was it, an invite from Myth and Ninja, and it's like, no, that's not them. But everybody freaked out and it was like, these are imposters most likely. I remember that vividly. But hopefully I'll get everything set up and we can stream it on Twitch at some point. I don't think stream's gonna happen before Christmas, like it's not really. A lot of stuff I can't hook up on my own too, just with like things how they're set up in the house, so a lot of things have been pushed back just because of deployment things with Air Force. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, so hopefully in the next month or two, I know I keep saying it, I do mean it, I do want to stream, but it's been pushed back a lot longer than I had anticipated. And then those videos, if you didn't know, I do technically have a gaming YouTube, and all of the gaming stuff will go to the gaming YouTube, but this channel will be strictly cosplay and will not have any actual gaming on it. Not gaming costumes, but gaming actual stuff. So yeah. Okay. Okay. And then the next ones. So we already have 3. So it should be. We're gonna do the first couple. So 4 or 5. We don't need 6. And then we're gonna do 9 and 10. We don't need 11. And then we need 14. Okay. We will try to put those together now. It has literally been just a day of pattern making. I was not anticipating streaming this long actually, but it's fine. Hopefully y'all are enjoying it. Okay, that one we do need. And this one. that one for the next step, even though we're not doing it right now. Okay, this one is 9 and 10. Yep. Yeah, is anybody else playing any games? Wow, classic. I am tempted. I am tempted. I was surprised. So I've always been interested in WoW Classic. Just haven't really had time. But it was interesting to see tons of streamers that don't play WoW get into it again. That one. Season of Discovery isn't costly. Lots of people checking that out. I don't know if I know that one offhand. Can you remind me what it is? Yosho. Yes, I've been saying it for a while, but it's been pushed back. I'm hoping in the next month or two. But they would be for Twitch only, so they won't be on here. So, normal. Yeah, like back in the old days. I did really enjoy the underwater portion of Genshin though. Because I know you're my Genshin buddy. But I got to the point where my story was so far behind, I ended up getting at like 90 to 98% without any story for that section. And then when I finally got the story caught up, I was like, I'm kind of done playing because I got tired of... I don't like the story in Genshin, honestly. I don't play it for the story, I play it for the exploration. So I kind of stopped playing that a little bit ago. But I think they have another area, maybe? I want to say when I stopped playing it, I think they just released the third area, maybe? Or was it the second? I don't remember. But yeah, welcome on again. Season of Discovery is the version of Classic that just launched. There's the new ability and then things to find. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was like a different name for it. Go ahead and attach these two together. That is impressive to get them out without any stuff. Yeah. I really just enjoyed it in exploration and stuff. Like, I found how to get into all of the underwater stuff and how to do all of that. But there's a few things that I know are blocked because of story. Did you have the prison or the tower? That was the last one. I don't know the story, so I know I had the area at the front. I had the area with the two dancing people who were easy to fight, and then there was an underwater thing, like a building, and I know like a bunch of like the poor people live in it underwater. I don't know. I never got to the story in there. And then there was, I don't even remember the last section. Like, I can't picture it in my head at all. I know when I left off, I was trying to finish the sand dune area, like the expansion on that. I hate that area. So it was very hard to get the story past it. I know 2 areas for sure. I don't know if I've done the 3rd one or not. There was the jellyfish. There was the walrus thingies. There's the crab people. The stingray. Was there other critters? I don't remember. Next patch doesn't have a new area, only filler quest for the looks of it. Okay. Fun! Okay. Welcome on. We're actually not really working on anything specifically. I'm just putting together a bunch of patterns that I've made for different characters. So the pattern we're currently putting together is the dress that I made for my Nausicaa costume that I'm making. Studio Ghibli character. And then we put together the staff for my Frieren costume, the pattern for that, and then we put together a rifle and a dagger pattern for Nausicaa, as well as a Soul Calibur sword pattern. It's been a talk and put patterns together kind of stream today to catch up. So yeah, but welcome on. We're just doing some stuff here and there, you know. We got distracted by the cat a lot too. She was here quite a bit, but she got a little too distracting, a little too energetic because she's still a kitten and getting into trouble. So she got kicked out. So she's probably waiting by the door until I let her in again. Yeah, our next official cosplay that we're going to be working on is Frieren, which is anime. And then I'm also remaking part of my Nilo costume from Genshin Impact, specifically the horns. So the horns I had 3D modeled and printed, and I finished them all up, and then I went to a con with them, a convention, and I flew. And normally I don't have things break. I haven't had anything break on a costume since like 2019, and the airline broke a lot of my stuff, including a bunch of makeup things, so I have to remake them. So yeah, that's another little thing that we're doing. That is, what part is this? This part, okay. I'm backwards. Just been farming, yeah. Which character is that one? What does she look like? I know what they look like, I just don't know names. Relax till Friday to work on stuff? Yeah. Today's just been a work on tutorials and assemble patterns that I've made. I've had just like pieces of paper piles with all the patterns just ready to assemble. Yeah, that's all good. I now can make a tutorial for it though, for the horns. So that's the only plus side. When I originally made the costume, I didn't film, like I filmed process stuff with my phone, but I didn't film an actual tutorial that I do with my camera, and then I do full-length tutorials with them. So voiceover step by step how I made them. And so I plan on doing that for this one. And then I do have, so I wasn't happy with the shirt when I made Nilo. It just didn't fit correctly, and then when I wore it for the entire day at the convention, the sleeves are actually a little too short for me. So, like, I had where it has the little string there to kind of hold it, because it has the triangle piece that goes to your finger. So I do want to cut off the sleeves again and add some more material to make them longer and kind of adjust it. So, the white hair lady, black and white outfit with the Pyrovision from. I don't know. I know the white-haired lady with like the hat. That's the mayor or something. But I can't picture her, so I don't know offhand. You'll have to put it in Discord for me. You only travel to Dragon Con, you have a few cosplays, you worry about traveling with them. Yeah. I've traveled a lot, and I pretty much make all of my costumes for travel now. And I have like full-on travel cases and travel trunks that are all hard, so they don't, nothing typically breaks. Why is this? What am I missing? Oh, it's because I didn't do the other side. Derp derp. It's like, why are these pieces so horny? But yeah, so I have all this, and I know how to pack things, and I travel to conventions all over the US. And this one was unexpected. It shouldn't have broke. But the suitcase, it was a hard shell suitcase, just like a rolly one for this one. A lot of times I'll put stuff in my travel trunk, which is just like a trunk with a lid and it's hard cased. But this one was in my hard shelled suitcase, and when I went to get it off of the terminal thing where all the suitcases come on, it was kind of squished into itself a little bit, and like I could tell something was off with it. So I expected something to be broken, which it was. The crown was shattered. It was resin printed, like solid, and like pieces just like shattered. And then I had a bunch of my makeup containers break too, and like they're all plastic containers, and like I don't know. So it was all, a bunch of stuff broke, and I just assumed that my suitcase was at the very bottom of the pile, and there was tons of heavy stuff on it. That's my only guess. Okay, we're doing not that one, not that one, 19, 20, and then we're doing not that one, and then 24, and 25, and then not that one. Any tips for traveling with helmets? Honestly, the best tip I can give you if you are traveling is get a travel trunk. It's expensive, but if you do plan on actually traveling to conventions a lot, it's worth your money. I have a Pelican case, and it literally, if you picture a trunk, like unlike suitcases where it's two halves that open like that down the center, you can't really pack a helmet too well in that. So a travel trunk is literally, it's a box, and the lid is that far off of the top. So you have that much space to put anything, and so that's really good for doing big armor pieces. But it is a little pricey. The Pelican cases I think are like $300 or $350. So it's an investment piece if you plan on traveling a lot. And for me, like, it paid for itself, pretty much. And the Pelican cases, they do have a built-in, you pull up handle, and they're for heavy duty like camera equipment and for like all the safety stuff and like roadie gear and things, and it has wheels at the bottom. So it's a full-on suitcase. But if you don't have the money for that, you can always engineer your helmet so it comes apart into two pieces, meaning either it's a front and back half where it has a split down the center, or somehow your helmet is like only here and then you have another part that comes off, like making it so it comes into two pieces. You can also have it as a carry-on. So if it can fit, like, if you can fit it in like a bag, like a little, I want to say HED bag, but like a tote or something, that can count as your carry-on. Technically, they might get a little like, well, your dimensions are a little off, but in a lot of cases they won't mind. That's the only other option really, or just drive in a car. Big armor pieces. A lot of my costumes, like for wings, I'll make them so I design them up front so they come apart so I can fly with them. But in some cases, it's just too big and I can't fly with it. Luggage insurance? I've never done that before. But I also upgraded all of my luggage, because when I originally flew to TwitchCon, I had 3 of my 4 suitcases destroyed, and the only way they would replace it is they had to try to fix it themselves, and then you had to leave your suitcases there, and I lived like an hour and a half away from the airport at that time. It was like all these, you had to do this, and be there, and this and that, and it was like, it wasn't worth it at that point. So I upgraded all of my suitcases to something that wasn't like $50. So, but yeah, like my shields for Sacred Shield Charlotte, that one, it's only conventions that I can drive to. You can also ship your stuff. So a lot of times you can ship your stuff to the hotel. You just have to ask them in advance. Very rarely you can ship to an actual convention. Typically you can only do that if you are an actual vendor there. But you can look into the hotel stuff. Yeah. Shipping is expensive though, by the way. Especially for bigger pieces. Or you can make a custom sized box too. I had to do that with Lilith for the wings, and the box was oversized. It just depends on your budget really and what you can do. Unfortunately. If you wear it on the plane, it doesn't count as carry-on? Yes. I don't know how they would feel about that if it's, because it's covered. It depends on the helmet, I think. I don't know. This one we don't need to do. You just need to do the bottom. Yeah. If it doesn't cover your face, I think you should be fine with it as a hat. Technically. I'm starting to get hungry though. It's like starting to get dark. It'll get to the point where it'll be this time and it'll be like pitch dark outside, and I don't like that. It just gets so dark here so soon. I'm still not used to it. And this So I don't normally straighten. I love straightening it though. Like it looks pretty. But I need to cut it tonight, and then maybe I'll bleach it tonight, but I'll probably do it tomorrow since it's a whole ordeal. And then do blue over the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. It's gonna be less vibrant blue. It's gonna be darker this time, just because they didn't have the same colors available. What's everybody else's plans for the weekend? As my plan is my hair. And the other one is for the bottom portion. Yeah, the parts that we're actually taping right now are the skirt. Video games and the stew you made for dinner. That is your evening. Ooh. What type of stew? I always like the meat and potato stews. We'll try out. Maybe with like a little bit of cut carrots as well in it. Mm-hmm. I haven't made a stew in forever. I don't know if I'd be able to make one here. I don't think I have the ingredients. I might want to though. That sounds good. Ugh. I think I'm gonna stop there for now. I still have more to assemble, but I kind of want to go to Popeyes and get the food before the big rush goes, since it's Friday. I also eat really early. But yeah. Oh. I'm telling you how many patterns we have. Too many. That and the other patterns that are in the box outside for the Seth costume. That one's like a 2 or 3 hour put together pattern because of how large it is. That one is going to be a fun costume to keep Yuki off of too, just because of the train so long, and I'm going to have to do a lot of it in the living room. But yeah, that is it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. If you were watching on TikTok or on Instagram, thank you as well. I was actually live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyGordonCosplay, and that is where I do my live streams, and that was where I was reading chat. So join us on YouTube next time. It is always free. For those that are on YouTube, if it is your first time, welcome, welcome. My name is Tiffany. I am the owner of Tiffany Cosplay LLC, which is a company that focuses on costume and prop fabrication as well as education. And I'd love to have you as part of our community, so subscribe to the channel. It is free. As well as don't forget to like the video if you've not. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like to show some extra support, you can always join and become a member, which is a financial monthly subscription thing, and it helps support me so I can continue doing this as my full-time job and my main source of income. And I really appreciate all of you who are members here, and thank you also to Adam for being a remember, legendary one, Real for the $20 donation, and Jason also for the $20 donation. All of y'all will be in the scrolly thing on the next stream, and I really appreciate all of your support, and I'll see you, I guess, next week. I don't know if I'll stream or not. Most likely I will, but I also might not, just because, yeah, I'm bad at keeping a schedule now, apparently. Too busy, but I guess it's a good thing, so. But thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful weekend. Much love.